What is the history of ethics and ethical thought? Have you ever wondered how our understanding of right and wrong has evolved over time? The history of ethics is a fascinating journey that stretches back to ancient civilizations. It all began with the ancient Greeks around the 5th century, before the Common Era. Early thinkers like the Sophists introduced concepts of virtue and morality, but it was Socrates who truly changed the game. He encouraged people to question what it means to live a good life, focusing on self-knowledge and ethical inquiry. Socrates had a student named Plato who took these ideas further. Plato developed theories about ideal forms and justice, laying the groundwork for future ethical thought. Then came Aristotle, who introduced virtue ethics. He emphasized the importance of character and moral virtues as the path to human flourishing. This early period established ethics as a rational discipline, guiding how individuals should live. As time moved on, the fall of Rome led to a new era known as medieval ethics. During this time, Christian theology heavily influenced ethical thought in Western Europe. Philosophers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas blended classical philosophy with religious beliefs. They emphasized divine law and the importance of faith alongside reason. Scholasticism became the dominant method, framing ethics in terms of obedience to God's will and the pursuit of salvation. The Renaissance, spanning the 14th to 16th centuries, sparked a revival of humanism and classical texts. This period encouraged a more individual-centered approach to ethics. The Protestant Reformation challenged established religious authority and shifted ethical thought towards personal conscience and individual interpretation of Scripture. Moving into the 17th century, modern philosophy introduced new frameworks. Thinkers like Thomas Hobbes and John Locke focused on social contracts and natural rights. Immanuel Kant developed deontological ethics, which centers on duty and universal moral laws. Around the same time, utilitarianism emerged with philosophers like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, who argued that the right action is one that maximizes overall happiness. The 20th century brought about significant debates in ethics. Philosophers began to question the nature and meaning of moral language and judgments. The aftermath of events like the Holocaust led to a renewed focus on human rights and ethical responsibilities to others. This period also saw a revival of virtue ethics, inspired by earlier thinkers like Aristotle. For teachers, understanding this historical journey is essential. It shows that ethical ideas are not fixed but change with society's needs and challenges. This knowledge can help educators frame discussions about ethics in ways that connect historical ideas with modern dilemmas. Teaching ethics involves explaining key concepts like virtue, duty, rights, and consequences, all of which have roots in this rich history. By providing historical context, teachers can help students see why ethical questions matter and how they have been approached throughout time.